Good morning. It is January 12th, 2026. Just got done with my last squat day just got done with the squat day for my last bridge week. Been building my squat up due to a lower back injury a few months ago. I guess this would be a good time for a little update. And I was posting pretty consistently at like just about every day. I think it was about every day for almost 90 days doing that 1 pound a day deadlift challenge thing, which was fun. But with training for actual competitions, very amateur competitions, but serious training nonetheless, and school and work and family, doing even that 1 minute short was becoming too much to do. So I'm going to try a little bit more long form, just more of training type documentation. See how that goes, see how sustainable that is. Oh my goodness, this is a long line. So I want to record my training anyways, and I don't have time to follow trends or whatnot, so more purely documentation type purposes. But right, good morning. The day is January 13th. It was my last bench day for last week of bridge week, so I'm on my way to work now. It's about 6:30 something. Nope, 6:44. So woke up a little bit late this morning. Didn't get out of bed till about 4:50. So rushed the workout, but I got everything done, and my shoulders felt great, which was awesome. Everything just felt really good. Went up on the bench about 10 pounds versus last week, which was really nice. Intensity went up just a little bit. So instead of 7 RPE, I went to 7.5. Rows felt good. Actually felt some pec engagement, which is pretty rare for me. Seems like whenever I warm my shoulders really nice, I can actually engage my pecs. So I figured out a nice shoulder warm up that doesn't take much time with those what are they called? CrossFitters use them all the time. They're like rubber bands that connect to your wall, and they got handles, and you see them putting their arms up and all sorts of stuff. What are those called? I don't know. I have the Amazon off-brand of them. Bought them a long time ago when they were actually cheap. Now they're like as expensive as the name brand version. So, good morning. It is January 15th, and it was deadlift day today. Felt kind of sluggish going into it. Nothing feels quite right. When I was, 10 pounds heavier, I just felt like my bracing was a lot better. I just felt solid. And now it's just, it doesn't feel solid. I don't feel, I don't know. It's like my whole back feels a little compromised all the way down, lower and middle. It looks okay. It doesn't look overly compromised or really even compromised. I did some pause deadlifts though after my main set of deadlifts. Had only like fairly light and then I stood on iron 45s, and normally I do bumper like 25s. There was, who was that? The Australian strength coach, the Hafthor Bjornsson's coach. I don't know his real name, but he's got a lot of good stuff. But in one of his videos, he talked about if you do I'm pretty sure it was him. If you do a pause deadlift on like 25 bumper plates, pounds, not kilos. You know, now that I think about it, maybe he was talking about kilos. I always just did pounds. I don't know. Anyways, I used to do them on pounds. He probably was talking about kilos. When you do the pause, you try to pause right at the top of those right at the top of those plates. So I guess it really doesn't matter. So then it's like your starting position. And then when you start, you're already, all the slack is out. You're already lifting the weight and you're just holding pause. So you're super stiff, super solid. And then you can pull from there. And he said that helps train your body to get into that really tight starting position where you pull all the slack out before you actually do your pull. So I kind of did that, but I just used irons. And so I paused right above the irons. And I felt that, like, how I felt when I was doing that is how I used to feel when I deadlift, where it was just like my stomach is pushing against my thighs. And I just feel super stiff, which is awesome. It's a good feeling. And then I actually felt the weight being held by my hamstrings and glutes. And then when I pushed, I felt a lot of quad engagement. So it was a really good feeling. Everything felt correct. I think I'm going to start doing more of those. Seems like those in good mornings, like SSB good mornings, those seem to help a lot with my deadlift. Good morning. It is January 16th. It is snowing. Just nice dusting though. It's been spring and winter and spring and winter, like 3 different cycles already. It's like every other week. But today was the final week of my final bridge week, the final overhead press day of that bridge. And it felt good. I think I had some residual back pain from mixture of deadlifting and then just kind of a weird sleeping position. Felt like a little bit of a pinch in the middle of my back. So that was a little annoying the whole time during overhead press. It wasn't awful. Like, I was able to get through everything and I increased on weights and stuff like that, but it wasn't ideal, I guess. So I'm sure it will be gone by next time. Even by tomorrow, it will probably be all right. So, yeah, everything went good. Everything felt good. Overhead press is growing, which is awesome. I'm thinking starting in my accumulation, is that what it is? Accumulation phase. Next phase is going to be push press. I'm going to swap out like a strict overhead press for a push press. Oh, here comes the plows. Let's see. There they are. 3 plows in a row. But anyways, yeah. Next phase going to be push press, I think, instead of the strict overhead press. My shoulder warm up I got that down to about 2 minutes, and it just feels really good. So